The impact of the oil and gas industry is also being felt in the classroom. Millions of dollars have been spent over the past decades to provide teachers and schools with resources that paint a favorable picture of the industry. State Impact Oklahoma reporter Joe Wertz joins us with more on this practice. Joe, how does this practice work in the classroom?
So the oil and gas industry pays taxes on oil and gas that are produced here, and a tiny fraction of that money goes to this group called the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. And some of that money is has been used to create this K through 12 education curriculum that uses the oil and gas industry and uses oil wells and oil rigs to teach kids mostly about math and science. And so this money goes into preparing materials and to prepare stuff for classrooms and teachers.
Now, who's providing all the funding for this?
Well, oil and gas companies and people that are drilling, the tax money from that is what's paying for it. And this money goes to this curriculum that's been created, but it portrays the oil industry in a very favorable light. And that's drawn some scrutiny from some environmental organizations.
So what's the concern about these lessons?
Well, the concerns about the lessons are that it doesn't really have any information about climate change, any of the environmental drawbacks of drilling, and drilling and things like fracking. So it really just portrays the industry as this big important key thing. They've got like audio books that teach kids about the nightmare of living in a world without oil and gas, and it's just unchallenged in a way. And national education experts say, look, without including things about climate change, kids in Oklahoma aren't learning what they consider to be the next generation science standards.
Joe Wertz from State Impact, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.